The COD gods work in mysterious ways. After shutting down unofficial servers that brought back online multiplayer for classic games from the series like Black Ops, Modern Warfare 2, the official servers are miraculously working again.
And Xbox Live Gold is dead. Long live Xbox Game Pass Core. We're going to talk about all this stuff and a whole bunch more right now on Gaming News Weekly. What's up, everybody? It's time for another episode of Gaming News Weekly, the best weekly video game news show out there. Every single Monday, we're bringing you all the biggest news happening in the video game industry. You could catch us on Fruit Lab, YouTube, and podcast services all over the world. My name is E-Rock the Red. I'm joined every single week by this guy right here, Full a Clip. How are you, dude?
Doing good. On that grind. How about you?
I'm good. Do you like the way I paused for emphasis on the clip part? I think that was cool. Full clip.
I don't know. They might start thinking that there's a space in between, and I don't ever do that.
Oh, that's a good point. I gotta say it.
It's branding. Look at the PDF I send you once in a while.
Oh yeah, sorry. How you been?
Doing good. Yeah. This week I'm happy to say I did get to check out something new for once. So, Gunsmith Simulator. Let me get it right.
Oh, Gunsmith. Oh, I saw this one coming out. How is it?
I like it. You know, I'm a sucker for these games like Car Mechanic Simulator.
Yes.
I've been living that game for the past month or so since I got it.
You like anything that you can assemble something?
Not anything. I've played
like
some games
anything.
that... Yeah, not anything. But, I do like guns outside of video games.
What is the one... a game that you had to assemble something where you're just like, no, this is not for me?
I've tried Model Builder, and I like building Gundam models in real life. A couple of model cars over the years, but it's not quite there for me yet.
It doesn't have that tactile feeling and stuff like that. Sure,
yeah, maybe
for something like that.
Yeah. I'd much rather spend real life time. Well, that's a weird way of saying it, but have the real life thing in front of me that I can set on my shelf and don't have to launch a game to see.
Exactly. I hear you. But yeah, Gunsmith Simulator. It's cool.
Yeah. I guess the difference is here with guns and cars, I can't afford those things sitting in my driveway or sitting on my shelf. So that's
you could
that's
buy
why
a Gundam.
Yeah. This takes us into the realm of fantasy, which I like because it is cool, and you can get semi-auto, full-auto guns, just about anything you can think of. It is a little bare bones at first.
Okay.
I've only seen maybe 12 different guns, and I'm not finished with the game by far, but I do feel like I've done all of the story part of it. All the Grandpa's missions. You start with this cult, and then he gives you the COLT. We are talking about guns, so we have to clarify.
Sure.
But then you progress up and you're working on Uzis and sniper rifles and everything else. It's a lot of fun. I'm definitely going to be playing more of it, and I like the customization aspect of this one, so that's probably what future videos that I'm going to make are going to focus on.
I love that there's a story mode.
Yeah.
It's very unexpected.
Yeah, well, it's always the same in these games. It's always the uncle or the grandpa gives you their store and suddenly has work for you to do.
That's funny. Cool. Yeah, are you going to put out some vids for that?
Yeah, first one's out now if anybody wants to check it out on YouTube or Fruit Lab.
Sweet. Yeah, go check it out at Fruit Lab, Full Clip on YouTube, Game Facts. Go check it out. I'm going to look into seeing you play that game. I'm excited. Can you fire the guns after you play it?
You've got the firing range. You got skeet shooting for the shotguns, a long range, and you've also got a CQB, and that's close quarter stuff. If you want to take that's where I went with the Uzi, and you've got targets that pop up, shoot the red targets, avoid the white targets.
Nice, very cool. Only in America do you see the Gunsmith Simulator. Very cool. What have I been playing? Oh, I finally got around to playing Remnant from the Ashes, and it's awesome. And I'm just so Remnant 2 comes out next week, and I'm hearing it's like even way better than the first one. So I'm probably not gonna pick it up because I'm in the middle of 400 games, but I'm excited. Like
Nice.
it's the action is fantastic. The gunplay is great. Definitely a big fan of Remnant. But a game, and this is the new feature that my indie game of the week here. Let's Revolution. It's LETS, and then there's an exclamation point, and then Revolution, and then there's an exclamation point. I don't understand the exclamation points, but it is I'm playing it on PC on the Steam Deck, and it's weird, dude. I'm gonna explain this to you. Did you see anything about this game?
No.
Okay, it's a roguelike Minesweeper, basically. So it has like a panel like Minesweeper. It's just all these things with some of them have numbers on them, and it shows you the number is basically like in Minesweeper where the bombs would be around that square, but this one that's where the potential of bad guys is. And so you have to, like a roguelike, you have to get different upgrades and abilities and stuff like that to try to find all the bad guys and kill them without letting them kill you over a period of time. So it's like it's like nothing. It's so strange. It's so weird. But I'm a huge fan of, I like roguelikes, and I really like Minesweeper. That's like,
Yeah.
I miss the days of just sitting there and playing Minesweeper for like hours. But this has this beautiful, like, hand-drawn characters and, like, this amazing animation art style. So that's really cool. And then on top of that, there's different classes you could play. It starts you off with just, like, a basic class where, like, you go out there and you have the ability to, do, like, a spin move. So it attacks everything around that square that you're in. So that's, like, their ability. And then you unlock another person who does, like, is like more stealth based, and there's a whole bunch of different characters. They're all really different. Like the characters in the game, NPCs and stuff like that, are really fun. Yeah, I'm loving this game. It's really interesting, and it's unlike anything that I've played. It's like,
Yeah.
it's got mashups of things like roguelikes and Minesweeper and stuff like that. But combined, it's just really interesting. Like, I don't know. I got it a couple days ago. I think I'm like 4 or 5 hours into it, which is, a lot considering I don't play games that much. Obviously, it's the perfect game for Steam Deck also. But yeah, if any of those words bring out, like, roguelikes, Minesweeper, it's worth checking out.
Yeah, it sounds pretty cool. Sounds like nothing I've ever heard of before when you put all of that together, and that's something that we truly do lack these days. Every game just seems to be a clone of another game.
And now that I've gotten the ability to play these PC games where there's so many games that come out. I had no idea how many indie games come out every single day, basically. It's really cool to see, and having the Steam Deck has really opened up a whole world of these games that are so different from games that you would normally just get on console,
Yeah.
So it's really cool. I'm having a lot of fun, and yeah, definitely go check out Let's Revolution. All right, enough about that though. Should we get this show moving?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's talk about our new releases from last week. All right, first up, July 18th, we had Viewfinder come out on PC and PS5. This one, I've been super excited for this one for a while. Played the demo not too long ago. Got even more excited about it. It is a puzzle game that's based on perspective. So it's so hard to explain. Basically, you're in this weird, like, it's a sci-fi world and a little dystopian, and you have the ability to take these photos, and then you can maneuver those photos to kind of you place it in the world, and it becomes a 3D physical space. So you could take a picture of a column, turn it sideways, and then it becomes like something you could walk along, and you could go out there and you walk into the photo, and then it becomes like this thing in your world, and you use that to solve puzzles to get from point A to point B. And it is so cool. The way that it's I don't know, you could literally take a picture of anything that's on that board and walk into that photo and use it to like help you get through the puzzle. It's very cool. Did you check this out at all?
Yeah, well, at least I watched the trailer. I haven't gotten to play it yet, but it looks interesting. It reminds me of like the older Portal games.
Yes, very much so. In terms even of like just the creativity, in that you need to use to solve, the puzzle. Where like with Portal, you could you figure it out, trial and error, and that's what this kind of is. But yeah, the demo was fantastic. I'm really excited to get in there and play the full game. It's about 6 hours long from what I'm hearing that you could go through, but obviously being a puzzle game, some of them might take longer to figure out, So
it looked pretty chill. Is it that the feeling like it's kind of a couch potato, listen to a podcast and play this in the background?
Absolutely. Perfect podcast game. Although like when I did play the demo, the music is pretty, it's nice. It's like, it's really, nothing like super fast paced. It's real chill. You're right.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's fun, man. And the scale, like when you take that photo and then you walk into it, it's just, you're like, how did they do this? It's so cool.
Yeah, is this available in VR? It should be.
Ooh, it should be. Absolutely should be. That would be amazing. If they had, they had to have thought of that because it really is. It's, it's a first person view, so it should be pretty simple. But yeah, check out the demo. You could get the demo on PC or on PlayStation 5, and you don't have a PlayStation 5. You could get it on PC, just so you could experience it. Like it's really cool. I'm gonna wait for a sale for it. I think just because I'm in the middle of 100 games. But I'm excited to get in there and check it out. I always love puzzle games like this. And again, this is new. It's different, It's the theme of this show today. New and different. Maybe not. There's a lot of the same old shit coming up.
Yeah.
All right, and the other game that came out was Pikmin 4. Came out July 21st on the Nintendo Switch. Have you ever played any of the Pikmin games?
No.
No, me neither. Because it's a real-time strategy game, and I've never been huge on those. But this one, I'm hearing amazing things. Right now, it's at an 88 on Metacritic. But yeah, it's the fourth in the series. The last one was out in 2013. Pikmin 3 was 2013. And yeah, there's just different types of these little creatures called Pikmin. And they do different things. Like a red one is resistant to fire and all this stuff. So you have to solve these puzzles and do the strategy thing with these guys. There's 2 new Pikmin in this one. Ice Pikmin and Glow Pikmin. The more I say Pikmin, it sounds just like it doesn't make any sense in my mouth. I guess it really doesn't to begin with. And then this one, there's a dog creature named Ochi. Right?
Yeah, I remember from the Nintendo Direct, I think, when they talked about this, those glow Pikmin were a big deal, I guess because in past games, there's like a day-night cycle, and you had to be inside by night. These glow Pikmin will let you go outside at night, but there are monsters.
Exactly, yeah. Very exciting. I know people are really excited about the nighttime Pikmining. And then on top of it, there's multiplayer modes. There's a co-op, like story mode that you can play together, and then a competitive Dandori battle mode. Ooh. So yeah, Pikmin. If that's your thing, which it's a lot of people's things. Like this is a big release for Nintendo. And that's it for our new releases from this past week. There was another one that came out, a game that I used to play all the time on the Nintendo DS called Heroes of Might and Magic. Came out as a definitive edition. And I was really excited to check that out. And I'm reading reviews about it, and they're not good.
Is that just for Switch?
It's for Nintendo Switch and PC. I was reading the early Steam reviews, and they're saying that it was not a good remaster or whatever it is. So, kind of a bummer. But my wife was also a huge fan of this game. It's a weird game. I'm not going to get into it. It's a weird game, but it's kind of like a match 3 game, but kind of like a the battle game, I don't know. But anyways, I think she's gonna pick it up on the Nintendo Switch. I think it's like $15, but it was we played it for hundreds of hours back in the Nintendo DS.
Wow.
So yeah, but I did not include that one, even though I just did talk about it. Not included, not an official gaming
Unofficial
news weekly
new release.
new release. But all right, we got to move things along. Let's talk about our news of the week. All right, our top story: Xbox Live Gold is no more and is now Xbox Game Pass Core. Well, not officially yet. September 14th, this takes place. What are your thoughts on this big change?
You know, I tried to read everything that I could about this. From what it seems, gamers don't lose. It's only a net positive, as far as I can tell.
Yes.
Now, I don't personally use Xbox Gold, so I don't know if there's other things that aren't being talked about that you're going to miss. But I think it's a positive thing overall, and it's following right in suit with what Sony just did with PlayStation Premium.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, so you're right. Like, the only thing that changes is previously it was games with gold. Every month you got 3 or 4 games to this catalog of games, and it was also the way you could play multiplayer games. Now, this new thing still giving you the multiplayer ability, go online, play games on the multiplayer network, but now they're giving you a collection of over 25 games to play, like a little mini collection. So it's like all first party games. Actually, I have a list here. Among Us, Descenders, Dishonored 2, Doom Eternal, Fable Anniversary, Fallout 4, Fallout 76, Forza Horizon 4, Gears 5, Grounded, Halo 5, Halo Wars 2, Hellblade, Human Fall Flat, Inside Orion with Will-O-Wisps, Psychonauts 2, State of Decay 2, and The Elder Scrolls Online. So those will all be available on September 14th when this switches over. And then they're going to add 2 to 3 or new titles 2 to 3 times a year. So yeah, definitely a positive. You're getting, seems like more games. You're still getting the multiplayer network. And I don't remember. I think it's the same price. It's $9.99 a month or $59.99 for the year in U.S. denominations. So, I think it's good. I think it's a win for everybody. I think it's more of a branding thing, getting rid of that you gold live and just changing more of the title to Game Pass, Yeah,
I think it makes sense. And I mean, it's an easy upsell for them. It's like, you have Core, why not click this other button, and for $4.99 a month more, you're going to have, all access to this entire huge list of games. And it's pretty cool that the game list that they have there, there's games on there that I've wanted to play for a long time, just never got around to checking out.
Right. Yeah, and definitely enough games on there to keep you busy. Like, we're very, 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 very spoiled these days in the amount of games that we have the access to. But I remember, like, if I was a kid growing up and I had 25 games that I could play, like, anytime, whenever, like, it would be amazing.
Yeah, we could get anything done if that were the case.
Yes. So it was always like, I remember renting games from the store, and you would rent it for a week or 3 days or whatever, and then you'd have to rent it again somewhere down the line to keep playing it. And that was the life, for us old people, kids. That's how it used to work. We'd have to go to a store called a Blockbuster and take games out from there. In addition to that, they said players can continue to access their Xbox One games they previously redeemed through Games with Gold, as long as they remain a Game Pass Core member. And regardless of subscription status, any Xbox 360 titles redeemed via Games of Gold will be kept in the player's library. So
cool. I read that as you just get to kind of keep that, the way you would redeem a game on Steam or Epic.
Right.
Is that
it's
what
just
that
yours
sounds like?
now, I guess. Yeah, regardless of if you continue to subscribe. So cool. And then they're going to have member deals and discounts as part of the Game Pass Core as well. So yeah, I think only good stuff. All right, let's keep talking about Xbox related stuff. So, I mean, good news, right? We get to continue to talk about the Microsoft Activision merger for
I
at
know how
least
much
a
you
few
wanted
more
to.
months.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the very most, the deadline now for the Microsoft Activision Blizzard merger is October 18th, with many incentives to get it taken care of prior to that. So Phil Spencer put out a tweet that says Microsoft and Activision Blizzard have extended the merger agreement deadline to 10/18. We're optimistic about getting this done and excited about bringing more games to more players everywhere. So it was initially July 18th. We were hoping to hear something about it this week. And yeah, they're extending it mostly to sort things out with the CMA over in the UK. So yeah, they're trying to, figure out a deal to make them happy and get this thing happening.
And
so
just a rewind for people who haven't followed every bit of this since
those people don't exist.
I'm one of those people. Yeah, so this was the deal between Microsoft and Activision Blizzard King themselves. This isn't so much the government or anything involved. The government was holding their deal up, though. So if by July 18th this hadn't gone through, Microsoft would have ended up owing Activision Blizzard King a bunch of money for kind of dropping the deal. So now that everything has been held up, they're going to shift it off by 4 months before that deadline comes up again, right?
Yes. Well, there is an earlier deadline, so that termination fee that you talked about is now set at $3.5 billion if the deal doesn't close by August 29th, and it jumps to $4.5 billion if they don't close by September 15th. So, yeah, they're really hopeful to get this taken care of by August 29th. I think that's the very day that the CMA in the UK is doing their ruling or whatever. But they're trying to settle things prior to that even. Like they even Activision agreed to even potentially hold or separate the company or certain assets of it in order to make the CMA happy. So that could happen where that part wouldn't be included in the merger if they needed to. Now I don't know if it's going to come to that, but the CMA did have an issue with like the cloud gaming aspect of the deal. So, yeah.
No big loss if they drop that part, I think.
Yeah, we will see. Phil Spencer did put out a internal memo to his team. I'm going to read it real fast. It says, Microsoft and Activision Blizzard remain optimistic that we will get our acquisition over the finish line, so we have jointly agreed to extend the merger agreement to October 18th, 2023. While we can technically close in the United States due to recent legal developments, this extension gives us additional time to resolve the remaining regulatory concerns in the UK. I want to thank everyone for your time and energy in support of the regulatory process and all the great work coming to fruition for Xbox this year. Players around the world will be delighted with the incredible lineup of games launching in the next few months, including Starfield, Forza Motorsport. It is also great to see the fantastic work the ABK teams are delivering for their players with the successful launch of Diablo 4 and the ongoing performance of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, and we congratulate them on their accomplishments. As we move even closer to the finish line, we are more excited than ever before about furthering our mission to bring more games to more players everywhere. So they're all fired up over there at Xbox. This thing's going to happen real soon. But yeah, you excited?
Yes and no. Like it has become so convoluted. I tried to remember like when did we first start talking about this, and I guess it's when they announced that this is going to be like $100 billion for the acquisition.
Yeah, it's been. I mean, yeah, we've been talking about it for a while. It's a good. I don't know when. A couple of years. Couple dozen years. Who knows? But yeah, we're getting close. August 29th is the new date. And yeah, it seems like we're seeing things kind of happening. Some shakeups now that both companies, Activision and Microsoft, don't have to be as kind of tight-lipped. And we're going to talk about a couple of those things coming up in this show. Full clip, I got a question. What the hell is happening with these older Call of Duty titles? What is going on here?
I don't know. All I can tell you is that they are extremely fun, and I would go back and play one in a heartbeat if I had an Xbox 360. You
could play it on any Xbox. So basically what's happening, all of a sudden there was some sort of a fix to these older Call of Duty multiplayer servers. And the games also went on sale at the same time. And now the top games on Xbox are all, so it's Modern Warfare 2, the 2009 version, Black Ops 2 from 2012, Black Ops from 2010, and then Modern Warfare 3 from 2011. Treyarch's World at War and Black Ops 3 are also in the top 10. So you can, this is my understanding, you can play them on Xbox Series S or X through backwards compatibility.
That would be pretty cool if I had one of those. Hopefully,
you gotta get one.
If they would put it through like the Xbox app on PC, then there'd be no stopping me.
Yeah, I mean, once this deal goes through, you would assume that all these games are coming to Game Pass, right? These older ones.
It would be pretty cool if they did.
Yeah, so that would be sweet. But yeah, it's so weird. But yeah, it seems like they were all like, after the server update, they were all like 50% off. So I think a lot of people were like, hey, it's, $10 or whatever, maybe even less than that for some of them. Let's go check it out. The big downside, unfortunately, is that I'm hearing that it's just full of cheaters and hackers and stuff like that, which is a bummer.
Yeah, which I guess somebody had actually come up with like a homebrew solution for these servers. I have no idea how it worked. I haven't really looked into it, but they had the same problem then, but they were able to fix the hacking issue, and now they're hoping that Activision will actually look at how they did it and learn from that and fix it too.
Oh, yeah, that would be sweet. But yeah, just thinking about some of these games, because I mean, these titles were back in when I was putting in, hundreds of hours into Call of Duty multiplayer. These were the titles, Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops. So it would be fun to go back and get in there. I might check it out. Maybe I'll buy one of them. I got to see how cheap they are, in fact. But it would be fun. See how bad the whole cheater situation is, though.
Do you remember what prestige you were on any of those?
No, I don't. I did. I got addicted to doing that prestige though, and that ramp back up to your favorite gun was always the most exciting thing for me, because it's you're pretty soon I'm gonna be amazing as soon as I get that gun that I love. That was fun. Yeah, made me want to download the recent Modern Warfare 2 that I removed from my system because I don't have enough space.
Yeah, it's half the system.
Yeah. So I was like, maybe I'll get that back on there. I'm like, oh, I don't know. It's a lot of work. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm interested to see more. Maybe I'll see about getting in on one of those. All right, some more exciting news. Blizzard is starting to put its games on Steam. So they're starting with Overwatch 2, October 10th. You no longer need to specifically go through whatever, Battle.net or whatever it was. You do need a Battle.net account. You have to link it to your Steam account or whatever. But you can get in there, play Overwatch 2. They said they're going to announce more titles coming to Steam when the time is right, they said. I don't know what that means.
Yeah. I've always been pretty agnostic on the I guess that's the word, on the launchers. I don't care. In other words, I don't care what launcher it is. I'm always willing to download the launcher within reason. So I don't mind having what even is it, the Activision Blizzard launcher. for Call of Duty and anything else like that. The
Mm-hmm.
only thing that I don't care for is like if you have Steam credit or you like keeping things neat in your Steam library, that really throws a wrench into it. And I think it's a good thing
Right.
that it's going to come to Steam. The only problem is like what happens a year from now if Blizzard is acquired by Microsoft and Microsoft wants everything through their store only.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point if they do want to do something like that. My thought with this being announced now is that it has something to do with this merger. Some sort of deal was made. I remember when Phil Spencer was out there selling Call of Duties to every publisher or whatever, or the PlayStation, Nintendo, and then Steam, and Steam was like, "Yeah, we don't care. We know you're going to put it up here." Like, I feel like that's kind of what happened. Maybe there was like some sort of a backroom deal that said like, "Listen, we're not going to try to jam up your merger. Just hook us up with some, World of Warcraft or something."
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. It's weird that all of a sudden they're like, "Okay, this merger's going through, and now we're putting our games on Steam." But here's a quote from Blizzard. Battle.net is the home of all our PC players, and over the years we've evolved our platform to support updated technologies, capabilities, and our community's expectations. But as we've evolved, the industry has evolved too. Gaming is no longer just for specific communities as it was when Battle.net launched over 2 decades ago. Gaming is for everyone, and though we remain committed to continually investing in and supporting Battle.net, we want to break down the barriers to make it easier for players everywhere to find and enjoy our games. Yeah, and I'm happy about it. Like, if I could play it without any issue on my Steam Deck, right through the Steam, just having it on there, man, that's gonna be sweet. Like, that'll get me back into Overwatch. I talk about it all the time. How like, yeah, maybe I'll jump back in, and I just haven't. But now, like, if I could play, in the just sitting on my couch with the Steam Deck, I mean, that sounds like a really fun idea. And this comes out so the same day that the new PvE invasion mode comes out for Overwatch 2. So there's definitely planning in that. Looking for like a spike in numbers or whatever, but yeah, pretty cool. August 10th. Excited. What Blizzard game do you think? Which one comes out next on Steam?
Ooh. I don't know. I can't remember the full list of what they already announced.
Yeah. This is the only one. This is the only one they announced.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I thought I was reading that like multiple games had already been announced, or maybe it was just speculation.
Yeah, no, just more when the time is right is all they've said regarding other ones.
Okay.
So
we got Overwatch 2. Maybe Overwatch 1 will be announced next.
ooh, yeah, Overwatch 1 does not exist anymore. You can't even speak the thing, or else you'll someone will come take you away. Yeah, I know a lot of people are hoping for get like a Warcraft or something available through there, but I never got into that, so
Yeah.
I don't know, not for me. But I could see, I don't know. I keep thinking, I was reading something, someone was speculating that Diablo was going to be coming to Game Pass soon. But yeah, I could see that going to, I don't know. We'll see. We'll keep an eye out for more announcements regarding Blizzard games on Steam. All right, next up, another new studio with veteran game devs from Bungie and EA. Oh, I bet they're going to make another AAA shooter. Wait, what's that? No, they're making a game inside of Fortnite.
Yeah.
Interesting. Look North World is this new studio their first game is going to be a game called Outlaw Corral for the Unreal Engine in Fortnite. I didn't know this was a thing.
I didn't either, but if you look at games like Roblox, you could even argue Minecraft with modded servers and things like that.
Yeah,
This could be a viable business.
I totally agree. It's a it's just a very smart idea. If I don't know like how money works in these situations, but yeah, like they're definitely popular. And this, I mean, this is fairly new, the Unreal Engine in Fortnite thing, and I don't know how many active players it has or how many new things are getting released or put out in there, but this was very surprising to me, especially considering these are veteran game makers, you know? They're not just like some people, they're like, I want to make a game, let's make it inside of Fortnite. Like, I don't know. It's really, really cool. I got a quote from those guys. Developing in UEFN, which is Unreal Engine for Fortnite, opens a whole new world of opportunities, and we are in uncharted territory. Through experimentation, we will see what the players like and involve them in decisions. We are jumping into it with the virtual sky is the limit mentality. As we develop creative ideas, we will learn how these platforms engage, entertain, and boost social interactions in order to iterate accordingly. So they could be onto something here.
Yeah, really. And if they branch out to other games, I would assume that it would work somewhat like Roblox, where you're going to just charge some V-Bucks and you can get a cool power-up or a costume or something like that inside of their specific games.
Yeah, I have no clue what this world looks like, but I thought it was a good idea, and, you know, who knows? It could pay off, or, you know, it could not. But, yeah, Look North World is the name of the studio. Keep an eye out for Outlaw Corral coming to Fortnite eventually. And last up, the bummer of the night, and I know you are real butthurt about this one.
Yeah.
Gundam Evolution is shutting down. It's the free-to-play 6v6 shooter that just started, what was it, last year? September of 22. Yeah, shutting down November 29th. Are you sad? I know you played it at least once.
I actually played it several times. I had a friend who just kind of wanted to play just this with me for a while. I can understand it because you can think of this game like an Overwatch clone, but with Gundam in it. And if you're a fan of Gundam, that's great. The problem probably is that not so many people are a fan of Gundam as far as keeping a game alive and the servers alive. Right. So the problem is you get into the game, and if you don't play it every single day of your life, you're getting smacked left and right. And that was my experience with it.
Sure. Yeah, this is one that I've always wanted to try, but, you know, this world, man, we're constantly seeing free-to-play games being shut down just because there's not enough players out there for these games. So, but the executive producer, Kazuya Maruyama, said in the quote, "We wanted to create a title that brought FPS fans and Gundam fans together. We challenged ourselves to create an authentic Gundam FPS game that could be played globally. Unfortunately, we have determined that it is no longer possible for us to provide a service that satisfies our players. We want to express our gratitude to everyone who has played the game and supported us to this point. At the same time, we would like to sincerely apologize to our fans and players." So, yeah, Season 6 is still set to come out August 23rd, and the final season comes out October 25th. So you still got a bunch of time to keep playing this game. The premium currency, Evo coins, they're stopping the sale of that on July 26th. And, yeah, no refunds will be issued on previously purchased coins or items. So go in there and get get your money's worth. Show off those cool Gundam skins.
Yeah. Good of them to give a heads up, but also, man, I don't know why they would continue like selling seasonal content until near the end.
Yeah, I don't know either. I don't know what the content is. It's got to be some sort of gameplay or whatever. But yeah. If you're a fan of the game, it's crazy though. It's just over a year. You know, they're getting shorter and shorter. The fact that these, you know, I guess it gets to a point though where you understand like these games, they're either a hit like right away, or else they're gonna get overshadowed by every other thing that's coming out either. Especially when Apex and Fortnite and Warzone, these free-to-play titles that are still like the three pillars of free-to-play, So,
Yeah.
All right, and that's it. That's all I got. You got anything else you want to chat about?
Nah, nothing else.
No, you want to talk? We could talk about like the weather or something. No, it's pouring here right now. We got crazy thunderstorms. I don't know. I don't know if it'll come through in the episode, but like it's thundered a little bit. And my dog would like bark in the background. I don't know if you heard any of that.
No,
but,
no, it's been pretty clean.
Well, that's good to hear. All right. Well, thanks for watching this episode of Gaming News Weekly, or listening, however you want to ingest us. That's the term we use, right?
Yes.
You can check us out on Fruit Lab. It's a website where you can earn a cryptocurrency just by watching videos, posting videos. It's very cool. You can check us out there. I'm Erock the Red over there, and he's Full Clip. You could also check us out on YouTube. Full Clip is at GameFAQs, GAMEFAX. I'm at Pop Culture Playground. And then if you want to just listen to this show anywhere podcasts are found, just type in GNW and you'll get us guaranteed. And what else? You do anything on Twitch anytime recently?
I haven't, but new opportunity with Gunsmith Simulator.
There you
so
go.
maybe so.
Full Clip _FL. Get over there, watch him build some guns. And yeah, that's all I got. Should we get out of here?
Let's go.
All right. Thanks so much. See you next week. Bye-bye.